do is unplugging their toilets, okay?
We discussed,
If you take 1 foot of it, you can own it for the rest of your life.
we discussed in the meeting the fact that there are pipes running, you've got residents in this township who have flooding issues of their own. And who's to say a resident's gonna say, well, you guys should take this up?
You're setting the precedence, is what you're saying.
But the difference is here, we got businesses, we got West Chestnut Street, we got Franklin Farms Road, none of it is really the township. But you got high traffic areas, you got kayakers in there, it's embarrassing. What if someone gets killed? And all the things that everybody just brought up, that's gonna go by the wayside. It's gonna be, how did you let this happen since 2017? So that's why the board is, believe me, the three of us don't agree right now. We're trying to, we're all coming at this from a different angle, and we understand how difficult this decision is. But we need them to come back to a meeting with a better plan, and that's what we told them to do next week. We want it done, right, guys? That's
Okay.
where we want it fixed.
Thank you, but that's where it is.
And less involvement by us, the better.
But I agree, that's a precedent, which no.
The
But we
other two
understand.
landowners, they're willing to go, they're willing to pay, it would all be solved if all three of them just paid equally.
Yeah, but they're holding you
He don't wanna
hostage.
pay
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Not that.
That's not right.
Two
Two
are
not.
agreeing. The third is not, and it could tie this thing up for years.
Technically, the other two would do it and would not even have to take it over. They would fix it. The third one, it's majority on his property, on his right of way. That's where it's at. So, okay, let's move on then. Other old business, 2019 street sign replacement projects update. I think we got everything about
Done,
completed.
Aaron, right?
Aaron, we got a couple, but we gotta get new signs to it, yes.
And the street signs? We ordered all the new ones and, yeah,
They're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it up in
Everything's-
Timberline and the Keith plan, you got your new signs up in there
Very
now.
good.
with
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
So it looks good, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on down, we have an ordinance, motion, to adopt ordinance number 9 of 2019, ordinance electing to amend the non-uniform pension plan administered by the Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement System pursuant to Article 4.
You skipped over.
We did.
1, 2, and 3.
Well, yeah, I did skip them. Can we go still on this one?
Go in order, because that's how
Okay.
the agenda.
Motion to adjourn, adopt ordinance number 6 of 2019, no impact home businesses. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Savitt,
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Junko,
Yes.
Mr. Passalak.
Yes.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 7 of 2019, the food truck ordinance.
So moved?
Second,
Mr. Savitt.
Yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr. Passalak.
yes.
Okay, motion to adopt ordinance number 8 of 2019, non-tower wireless communication facilities.
So moved?
Second,
Mr. Savitt.
Yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr. Passalak.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 9 of 2019, ordinance electing to amend the non-uniform pension plan administered by the Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement System pursuant to Article 4 of the Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement Law.
So moved?
and I'll make the motion.
What is that?
Make the
I'll
motion.
second.
Yeah, so,
Second.
What is that?
Mr. Savitt. Mr. Junko. Mr.
Oh,
Savitt.
what is that?
Yes.
What is
Mr.
that?
Junko.
yes.
Mr. Passalak.
Which one? Who did that?
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right.
Resolutions, over on the next page. Motion to adopt resolution number 12 of 2019, amending the township schedule of fees to include costs for filing of municipal liens and for the satisfaction of liens filed by or on behalf of the township.
I
I'll
know
make
that
the
Michael
motion.
and Aaron had worked on this.
Yeah.
And you have to have the resolution in place in order to be able to tack it on to the municipal lien. And also to have a magistrate award it when you have a citation hearing.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Mr. Savitt.
Yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr. Passalak.
Yes.
Moving on to new business. Motion to approve the proposed 2020 budget for advertising.
So moved?
Second.
I'd ask that we make sure that you get her a copy of it soon, so
Yeah.
it's ready for
No
advertisement.
tax increase?
No tax increases.
No,
Mr. Savick,
Yes,
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Pasalaki?
Okay, motion to approve, the Burger King situation subdivision.
you want to talk?
Harold, you already said they just,
Yeah, the county has reviewed it and sent back their letter. Rich reviewed it, he actually sent the email to all of
yeah,
us.
I see.
There was some housekeeping things like signing, the final should be signed. The planning commission, nomenclature needs to be removed from it because it's just a minor subdivision.
minor
The zoning officer and the engineer. They were to note that the plan indicates variance is received for the site and, also there was a couple other things with inlets and pipes. And Rich, also said that he believes this should be conditionally approved.
Yeah, so the motion would be to approve the minor subdivision
Minor.
plan submitted by Burger King, subject to the applicant satisfying the conditions set forth in the engineer's review letter. I would add that you do not sign the subdivision until Harold
Harold.
presents to Aaron that all those conditions have been met, that it's been signed, notarized, dated correctly, then we sign it, because that's the last signature that should go in any subdivision.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Savick?
Yes,
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Pasalaki?
Okay, motion to approve the proposal for codification services received from the general code. Aaron, you might want to discuss this a little bit, because we talked about this extensively, because I think this is something the township needed for a long time that never was done. And we're finally gonna do it, I hope.
Yes, as a lot of you are aware, the township code has not actually been updated and codified for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of books of just random ordinances, and like, if you wanna know what the burning ordinance is, you have to look at the original and then look at 2 or 3 amendments before, and piece them all together to figure out exactly what you're supposed to do. So general code, we got the bid from them. They handle most of the townships and boroughs and municipalities in this area and actually all over the state. And they are going to put everything together into one book. So when you wanna know what the burning ordinance is, you can turn to one page and read it. And it'll be very simplified for us. And they will also do a legal review of everything that we've passed, to make sure that everything is up to snuff with state law and federal law, to make sure that, you know, we don't have anything on the books that's outdated. So-
And this will ultimately be loaded onto the township website
Yes.
too?
This is
Yes,
be
there will be a
nice.
link on the township website, everything will be online, you'll be able to look at
We
it
can
online without
eliminate
coming in here, yeah.
Not quite.
Print out what's on, so,
Somebody's
yes,
gotta know
it'll
what,
just
right?
make
good one.
things so much better, it's gonna bring us into the correct decade.
Thank you.
But their bid,
The bid.
The bid is $15,030 to do
It's
the
expensive.
codification, and $5,600 for the legal review and
Right.
analysis. So $20,630
But it's
altogether.
broken down into,
It's broken down, yes, we
it's not all
pay
one shot.
20% upfront, so that would be $4,126 right now. And then 20% upon submission of the organizational analysis, and there's a whole breakdown, but we pay it off as it's done.
and what's their time limit? Like 6 months?
Well, they won't give you a time limit because it's gonna depend on how long it takes us when they kick it back to us and say, we need you to review this.
And how many
you
boxes
know.
they have to go through there?
True.
Exactly.
Might be waterlogged.
The-
I went
the-
through all those boxes,
The rough
believe
time
me.
estimate I've gotten from them and from other people who have done it is 1 to 2 years. So,
Wow.
We
yeah,
definitely need
it's
it.
a long process, yeah.
it's, long overdue.
Oh, my.
Jackie did put it in the budget, so, it is budgeted for next year. So we have the money to do it, where in past years, we really didn't have the
We
money
didn't
to
have the
do
money.
it, whether I was here or back many years, so we can do it now.
But it's definitely needed. I mean, that way people have access to it, they can go online. You eliminate all the talking to Harold or her, you know.
Heather will like it.
Yeah, some of you
I
people like
love
it,
it.
just go into it.
I love it.
And most of the townships, majority
I
of
know.
townships have it. So, I mean, it's something that should have been done years ago, but never was. So, it's a good thing, so.
So
So I have a motion, go ahead.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Savick?
Yes.
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Pasalaki?
Yes.
Okay, I guess we got Matt here now, we can, discussion of the code enforcement report on 640 McElvey Road. I think we need a little bit of discussion because that property, Matt, maybe you wanna just enlighten the rest of the board in regards to what's.
So 640 McElroy Road has been a property we've looked at due to complaints probably 5 or 6 times in the past couple of years. Typically it has really high grass, and recently we were told there was a lot of junk on the property. It's owned and addressed to itself, so the owner, which doesn't live there, we can't really find him. We posted the property, tried to send mail, nothing ever happens. Township typically has to go cut the grass and clean things up. So recently, it was Friday, Jared and myself went out to inspect the property, and just to get to the front door, there was piles of junk. You could see the house was open in certain spots. Went to knock on the front door opened right up, so anybody could get in there. We got pictures of the inside. You can't even see the floor. I mean, there's junk, garbage everywhere. So it's not a good condition, to say the least. So that's what's been going on. So we're discussing options as to the property maintenance ordinance says that the township can remediate violations. Leaves it pretty vague for a good reason, because there are many ways we can do that. So that's kind of where we're going from here.
Is anyone paying real estate tax?
It
Check
has-
with the tax collector, I
it's
mean, $2,000 worth of tax.
$2,500+ in delinquent taxes over
Delinquent
the
taxes.
past 7 years.
So is it up for tax sale?
I don't believe so.
No.
I mean, after 2 years, it goes up for
Sure,
tax sale.
it's a yeah.
And then we could just take it, we could just bid it.
I mean, it's a mess. I mean, I didn't know if I mean, you might have to get all the appliances out, but the fire department might want to do a
Have you
fire
talked to
drill
the
upon
tax
it now.
collector?
You don't want to do it,
No,
okay.
there's certain rules and regulations
Oh,
you
really?
must follow, yeah.
No,
and
this
it's
was just
for-
over the
Just
weekend.
came up, okay.
It's bad.
Well, Aaron, why don't you talk to the tax collector and find out what she has done with the unpaid taxes? And then you can call tax claim and see if it's gonna be
Yeah.
scheduled for a tax sale.
Yeah, it should have been.
It's a nice piece of
After
property.
2 years, they schedule properties for tax sales.
Right.
It's a fixer-upper.
Because it's so far back off the street.
It's way back in.
The setbacks are pretty broad, so we considered the fire department could use that,
Yeah.
if that's.
And they don't want it, they can't do it now.
If it meets, go ahead, Mandy.
Good.
If we can bring in an inspector to look at it, to make sure it's okay to train in and burn, we would have to do that step first.
Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah.
But if, that would be a wonderful thing to.
Well, let's find out through the tax.
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
It's not salvageable. The property's a nice piece of property.
It is,
I mean,
for sure.
Land-wise, it's a nice piece.
My question, Gary, there's a proceeding for condemning that, they can't get a hold of people, who've been through this before.
I think you have to go to court and get a motion to advertise service.
And that's
Leave
why.
a court to advertise service. That's why I'm saying, before you spend all that money, it may be cheaper to find out if there's a tax sale pending. And the township be prepared to go and just buy it.
That's why we were considering the property maintenance ordinance, cause it doesn't specifically say you have to condemn it before you can do whatever you want. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, you can go in it and lien the property. There's two
Right.
different issues. We can condemn it to go demolish it and take it over, or we can just lien the property based on our cost. It'll be a municipal lien. And you can then execute on the lien, but once again, I get back to the quickest way to transfer title is if there's a tax claim sale. Cause execution on a municipal lien will cost you $2,500 or so just advertising. And sheriff's costs.
The sheriff's cost.
Whatever you guys wanna do.
Well, let's just wait for Aaron. and we'll go
Let's
from
get
there.
that information, and I think we can better advise the board.
Okay.
Once we have that.
Okay, motion for sweat law officers to draft and advertise an ordinance repealing ordinance 9 of 2003 political signs and ordinance 7 of 1993 shade tree regulations. So maybe, do I have a motion on that?
Does anyone explain it or anything?
Okay, I'll make a motion to
That's political signs.
On the political sign ordinance to have, Gary go ahead and draft, and advertise of repealing ordinance number 9 of 2003.
Is that a motion?
Yes,
Yes.
I second.
and we will explain.
Mr. Savitt.
Wait a minute, hold
Right,
on.
you know.
This ordinance here drives me crazy. This was passed when I was a supervisor last time in my final year. It was passed because there were complaints about the sign ordinance. Now, every township I know of has sign ordinances for political signs. Okay, so you can put signs up 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, take them down, blah, blah, blah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna totally repeal our sign ordinance and only have the commercial sign ordinance. And we're gonna have no sign ordinance. And the reason why we're doing that is because we were threatened with an ACLU lawsuit that a resident of this township
Can't
called.
do it.
Now, that means that every county,
They're against it.
every
Township.
municipality in this county and across the state are illegal too.
They're illegal.
We're being, okay. But, so, what the township is gonna do therefore is, because they're saying you can't single out political signs and say when they can come down and when they can go up. But we can take down all signs whenever we want. If we feel they're dilapidated, in bad shape, falling apart, falling into the streets, they've been up too long, we'll decide on our own. So in our minds, this is all better. So we're not happy about it, but this is what we were faced with.
Yeah, Aaron?
Before you make the motion, that 9 of 2003 is the ordinance that's on record, but there's also something in the current zoning ordinance that talks about political signs
Political signs.
specifically, so we may need to look at that as
So
well.
that needs to be repealed as well.
Yeah.
Whatever that
We're probably gonna have to
section is.
amend that as well, yes.
Yeah.
To address that,
So include that in the motion.
yes.
And I'll include that in motion. I went up and down, Park Avenue, Franklin Farms and West Chestnut from city line to, out to, that would be, the end of the township line going into Buffalo. And I removed every sign that I thought was falling down.
You got one on
Political
my-
signs.
You got one on my-
I got, yeah, I even found one of my signs buried in a week. So, that's what it's gonna come to, we'll just take them down on our own.
So we have a motion.
Yeah, there was a
I
motion
made a
put forth. Good.
Second.
Mr. Savitt.
Yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Passola.
Okay. All right, we're going down to fire chief. You have anything you want?
We have a
Number-
shade tree.
Oh, shade tree ordinance, I'm sorry. Ordinance 7 of 1998, shade tree regulations. Explain that one too, and we're gonna repeal it.
Currently, we don't really have an ordinance that allows code enforcement to do anything about trees that are hanging into the street and causing a danger. Because the ordinance that's on record right now says that we have to have a shade tree commission, and the shade tree commission has to make the determination. I don't know when North Franklin ever had a shade tree commission, not to my knowledge, but we certainly haven't had one for many years. So we need to remove that and then pass a new ordinance addressing shade trees without the commission involved.
Yeah, there's no commission, that's, it's so outdated, so. Doug still makes it.
Second,
Mr. Savitt.
yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr. Passola.
Yes.